Welcome to Property 101. I am Sara Bronin, and I created this series to help you understand the basics of property law. This series covers 4 fundamental questions about property and property law, and today we are talking about the 4th big question in the series, which is holding interest in property. In other videos, we discuss the land record system, deeds, and the recording acts. In general, the law tries to provide an orderly system for establishing claims to land. But there are off-record risks that we must also contend with. This video covers a range of off-record risks at a very high level. These risks are important for understanding the deficiencies in the land record system alone. So first are off-record risks dealing with the deed itself. In doing a title search, it would be difficult to know whether a particular deed has been obtained through nefarious means, whether it might have been obtained because of fraud, whether a signature might have been forged. It would also be difficult, perhaps impossible, from the deed, the document, to determine whether the grantor had some incapacity that would have invalidated the transfer. Another issue when it comes to deeds themselves are errors in descriptions, like what some scholars call Mother Hubbard clauses that generally describe lands but don't specifically say which ones they are. There might also be issues with filing a deed. A deed might be wrongly indexed or the property owner's name misspelled. Recording staff may make errors. Those errors might make a chain of title untraceable. This could lead to wild deeds, which are deeds that are completely outside a chain of title. Similarly, a search of land records might not reveal that there was a lack of acknowledgement or acceptance of a deed. You can give a deed and say you gave it to someone, but in order for the transfer to be valid, that person must have had to accept it. Finally, there are some off-record risks that relate to who is occupying a property. Adverse possessors may acquire rights to property, as we've discussed in another video. Also, the person recorded in the land records might not be the person who owns the property if you're talking about adverse possession. So short-term rentals are another type of off-record risks which might occur when there's a current occupant in a short-term lease that does not have to be recorded in according to state law. So it might make for an unpleasant surprise for a new property owner to see either a short-term tenant or an adverse possessor on their property. Those might be off-record risks, not at all discernible from the land records themselves. So I will leave it there. I look forward to connecting with you through Twitter or through my website, and I will see you next time.